G'day, we're sitting here with Tye Simmonds from Burke this morning. Tye's a very well-known ex-supercross and motocross rider that we proudly sponsor, and he's been driving a BT-50 for a while now. Tye, welcome back to Western Plains Automotive, mate. Maybe tell us a little bit about how you got started in that and what you've been doing up until now, mate.
Yeah, mate, same deal, just out the back of Burke. Yeah, old man was a cowboy, and sort of that was meant to be the path I was going to follow. I always loved sports and doing anything I could put my hand to, and yeah, one day got a bike, and then we done a few little local races like here in Dubbo and Forbes and all over the show, and yeah, it sort of just went from there, mate. We done a couple of little races, and we started to win a bit, and then we went to the state titles and Australian titles, and yeah, we kept on winning, so it was good. Dad and I travelled all around the countryside and went to the biggest races we could and chased the titles, and had a really good junior career. Won like 12 or 13 Australian titles as a junior, so that was pretty good. And then yeah, turned pro at 16 and rode for KTM, who I'm back with now.
Sorry, 16, Tye. You turned professional.
Yeah, at 16. So
that's a very young age to turn professional in such a hard sport as that, isn't it? I mean, that's an incredible achievement.
It definitely is, but that's what you work for all your life, all that hard work of being out on the farm, training and riding, and chasing the big races and chasing the fastest guys that you can. So by the time you are 16, like, you are young, but in a way you're fairly experienced, I guess you could say, after all the years of riding. And at 16, you're looking forward to getting up there and racing the big boys. That's something you can't wait for. So
that was in Australia.
Yeah.
And then at 16, when you turned pro, what happened then? There was a big change in your life then, wasn't there? There
was, yeah. So it took all the fun out at 16. It starts to become a job. You've got to get up and you got to go running or swimming or cycling.
Time to grow up.
Time to grow up, yeah. So yeah, just turned into a job. You're getting paid to ride, and yeah, you really got to bust your backside to win or be up there. So yeah, at 16 we turned pro and raced in Australia. We got one Australian title and a couple of runner-ups and whatnot. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it was all good. And I was lucky enough to get given a chance to head to the States to race over there professionally, and the States is where it's at. It's like the fastest in the world are there.
Now that's where you make your name, isn't it, Tye, in the States, and you would have been a household name almost when you were riding in the Supercross in the States as compared to riding some of the local competition here. Tell us a bit about your experience in the Supercross in the States, because I know that you rode against such legends as Chad Reed and that over there, and I've seen the video footage myself. I mean, tell us a bit about that, mate.
That was good, mate. Same deal in Australia or anywhere in the world. That's any kid who rides a bike and is half decent. That's a goal. That's always a goal for anyone that races. Either go to Europe to do a bit of motocross and then head to the States and do Supercross and motocross. So for me, mate, it was a dream come true for Dad and I. And yeah, we got over there and we spent about a year and a half. Spent sort of 4 months, 5 months just getting ready and training and getting prepared, and then. Yeah, spent a full year of racing flat out, and it's a big schedule over there. And like I said, you're racing the biggest and the best. So for me, I've looked up to those guys for years and watched them on DVDs, and to be sitting there on the start line with them, it was, yeah, like I said, a dream come true. But in a sense, we had to race these guys, and everyone that was beating me was taking money away. So you had to sort of develop a hate to want to beat them. Yeah.
Yeah. So the AMA Supercross was more or less like, I mean, it's the world championships, isn't it, of Supercross riding. I mean, it's the ultimate goal for anybody that aspires to be a great Supercross and motocross rider. To get to the AMA Supercross in the States really is the ultimate achievement, isn't it? And you did it, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't get the results we wanted, that's for sure. I planned on spending sort of the rest of my life there racing and trying to be the best over there. We had a pretty good first year. A few things went wrong. We got a little bit sick and had a few bad races, but that was expected. And unfortunately, the team that I was with, they shut doors, and it was sort of too late to try and organise another ride over there. Everyone had signed, and the teams had put other guys on. So yeah, next best thing was to come back home, mate. And we done that. That sort of hurt a little. It was good to get home and see everyone, but you know, I definitely want to stay over and keep on doing that. But yeah, we came home and spent 2 years here racing. Same deal, motocross and supercross. I ran my own team with Honda and Red Bull. That was pretty cool. And then rode for Yamaha and only lasted sort of 6 months with them, and had a bit of a falling out with the team, and decided at that point it was time to sort of hang up the boots, I guess you could say.
So you hung up the boots, Tye, and you were going to do a bit of mustering and maybe play a bit of football and catch a few yabbies. I know you're not a great fisherman, mate, but back to the country life, so to speak, and back out in the outback. Until you got a call one day from a friend of ours, Ben Grabham. And tell us what happened there, Tye.
Yeah, like you said, mate, I was just out bush, out home, just living the lifestyle, having the ball, and to be honest, mate, the whole sort of 18 months I had off, I rode a bike once and didn't really, you know, push any buttons or anyway. I was sort of done, just yabbing and hanging out mushroom and whatnot. And then Grabbo gave us a bell, and yeah, he said, look, you know, I heard you sort of half wanted to go for a ride, and I wasn't at that point. He said, well, you know, I've got a couple of KTMs you should come down and go for a ride.
Now Ben was an ex-Australian enduro champion, and also known as the king of the desert, wasn't he? Because of his outstanding achievements. So to get a call from Ben, would have been a great thrill in itself. Then you had to make the decision on whether you were going to commit to that or not. So what happened then, mate?
Yeah, well, with Ben, I've got a long relationship with him. Back in 08 when I was 16 and first turned pro, KTM used to take us on boot camps. And for some reason, I always gelled with the older guys in the team or throughout the industry, and me and Ben gelled really well. And so it was good of him to do that. And you know, he could have signed anyone else or chased someone else who was, you know, looking promising coming through the ranks. But I was lucky enough to get that call.
Now, you tell us about Fink, because that's something that we know about and that we're very proud of, and you know, you're obviously very proud of. But tell us a little bit about Fink and what happened in those 2 days up there, mate.
Yeah, well, we spent sort of a couple of months getting ready for it. Obviously, you know, like you said, Ben is the king of the desert. He's a man, and to have him, you know, as a good friend and to be my boss and, you know, mentoring me up there was unbelievable. And I think that definitely got me over the finish line in a good spot. But yeah, sort of going up there the first couple of times, you know, it's like, oh, if I finish the top 10, I'll be pretty happy. And we went back up again, and you know, you start to get a bit fast, and you feel a bit better against Toby and Ivan, my teammates. And yeah, top 5 would be nice. And then, you know, by the end of it, by the time it rolls around, it's you know, you grit your teeth going, you know, I think I can pull a top 3 in my mind. But yeah, anything can happen up there. And we got the race started, and it was just the track was treacherous. Like we'd have been on it a week before, and 150 buggies had gone through and just made an absolute mess of the track. So it was 10 times rougher than what I thought it was going to be.
Now the Fink is the ultimate desert race, isn't it? In Australia, it's, I mean, on a world basis, a global basis, it's Dakar, but Fink is known as the ultimate test in terms of Australian enduro racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. Fink is definitely the biggest desert race here in Australia, and you know, one of the fastest throughout the world. You know, we had guys from Dakar who came and raced it, guys who won the Baja 1000, they came and raced it, and yeah, it's a crazy race, that's for sure. And anyway, we had a good run down. I got stuck in a little bit of dust, started in 9th and got down to 4th the first day, so we were happy with that, and you know, very close to the top 3, and had a really good run home and knuckled down, and we passed my teammate for 3rd, and you know, we got home in 2nd place. So to get that, it was a big deal for me and for the team. You know, they were wrapping over the moon, and it was good to sort of repay, you know, Grabbo and Niall and the whole team for everything they've done, and also, you know, you guys for helping me out throughout the year. And yeah, sort of walking away, it's like, you know, I hope I don't have to do that race again, but I think it's just got something about it. You know, the official DVD's turned up. I think I've watched it 6 or 7 times now, and I can't wait to do that race again and try and go one better.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on behalf of us. We know we've told you that before. You know how much we're all so very proud of you and your result, especially at Fink, but also during the season. Tye, and not only on the bike, but to come back and do what you've done, and from a small place like Burke, is a credit to you and a credit to your family, Tye, and you to be congratulated on not just being a very professional sportsman, but a genuine good bloke that we're very proud to be associated with. Now last year we made an arrangement, a sponsorship arrangement with you, and whereby we provided you, Tye, with a Mazda BT-50 for your full use for racing and personal use during the year. And I mean, we've got a wonderful relationship. No, I think now we're not just only a sponsorship arrangement, but we're good friends as well. And we're really happy with that. And obviously, we'd like to continue that this year with you, Tye. But tell us about the BT-50 and what you did with the BT-50, and what this relationship means to you, Tye.
Yeah, well, it means the world to me, mate. Like, you know, coming back after the 18 months off, there was sort of a lot of people doubting me and didn't have much, you know, faith in me coming back and doing well. And you know, I was lucky enough to meet you and strike a deal with you guys, and it's been, yeah, by far the best sponsorship, you know, bar KTM giving me bikes that I've had, like, personally. So from me, mate, I can't thank you enough, and the whole team. But yeah, we've done some kilometres in the BT-50. You know, we've been up to Fink a couple of times this year, all over Australia. You know, up north, down south. We've been everywhere, and I love the ute, mate. You know, if I had to turn around and buy one, or you know, anyone who asks about them, I'd send them your way if I could.
Well, we've seen some of the photos you put on Facebook, and
yeah.
And you do have like about 5 million followers on Facebook and 6 billion likes or something like that. But there are some really good photos of you, Tye, helping people out of trouble, and some of our opposition's off-road light commercial vehicles. And there's photos of you guys pulling other guys out of the mud in the BT-50 and trucks and all sorts of things. So I mean, the performance and its suitability to you and the Outback's obviously you know, outstanding and really important.
Oh yeah, you know, like you said, we've been out mustering, and the truck's gotten stuck, and we've grabbed the cruiser to try and pull it out, and it couldn't budge it, so we've had to pull the BT-50 in the line. And I remember, yeah, we had chains, and I thought it was going to snap the chain and maybe come back through the window. And I was a bit sketchy and not happy about it, but yeah, pulled them out, no worries at all. But yeah, like you said, mate, they're an unbelievable ute. I can't get over, you know, the fuel economy on them is unbelievable. They ride unreal, tow on a trailer, they're good. And yeah, like dirt roads, they handle them awesome. And yeah, like I said, with dirt and tar, we've gone a long way and through some rough ground, and it's handled it perfect, mate.
Well, you have travelled all over Australia in 2015 in the BT-50. I think apart from a little incident with a kangaroo, which is only minor, the only reason you've had it back in here has just been for normal servicing, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, mate, and you guys looked after me unbelievable there. You know, a phone call and everything sorted and right to go. And yeah, that's been the only issue. Yeah, old Skippy got me. It was early days. I was a bit worried about that, but yeah, we haven't had too many mishaps other than that, so it's been really good. But yeah, it makes it so much easier to be able to come down here and know that you guys are going to look after everything and take care of everything, and you know, you have it back within the day, and we're out of here and good to go again to head to wherever we're off to.
Well, look, we're very proud of our association with you, Tye. We're proud that we can provide you with such a quality vehicle in the Mazda BT-50. I know you speak very highly of it, and a lot of people see it around the place and make comment on it, just through the way you get around the races you attend, your heavy social calendar, and also through social media. So we thank you for the opportunity that you've given us, Tye, and we hope that in some way we've been able to help you, mate. And we look forward to another successful 2016 in a relationship with Tye Simmonds, champion motocross rider and champion bloke as well. Tye,
Thank you,
Nice
Greg.
chatting and all the very best for 2016, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.